Hello friends, welcome to my another tutorial on test automation framework. So this is the last tutorial that I have for my test automation framework series, and it's related to Appium with Selenium. So let's get started. This is Vinith. Welcome to my YouTube channel Techies Hub. So what is Appium? So Appium is an open source test automation framework to use with native, hybrid and mobile web apps. So if you want to run your scripts in mobile, it's a Android, OS or Windows app, the best tool to use is Appium. So Appium has framework or wrapper that translates Selenium WebDriver commands into UI automation or UI automator. So if you are using an iOS, it makes use of the UI automation to connect to the iOS device. And if you are using Android, you will be using UI automata to connect to the device. And if you want to install the Appium, you can try npm install-g Appium, or you have the exe file which you can install in Windows and other OSs also. So moving on to the next slide. So how does the Appium works? So Appium is an HTTP server which is written using a Node.js platform, and based on the iOS or the Android, it makes use of the WebDriver JSON wire protocol to connect to the devices. So whenever an Appium is downloaded and installed, then a server is set up on your machine that exposes a REST API which is used to connect to the mobile devices. And then this Appium connects and it sends the request, and also it gets the response. Based on that, all the actions are taking place. And so if you so a framework like Apple Instruments for iOS, instruments are available only in Xcode 3.0 or later if you are using iOS, and Google UI Automator for Android API level 16 or 15, and Selenium for Android API levels 15 or less. So that's pretty much about how the Appium works. And then we have something called Appium Inspector. So similar to Selenium ID, if you guys have worked on Selenium ID, so actually we have the option called record and playback in Selenium ID. So just like that, we have the Appium Inspector. It records and plays native application behavior by inspecting DOM and generates the test script in any desired language. So that's Appium Inspector. And then we have something called Appium Doctor. So actually there are so many prerequisites or dependencies which are required for installing Appium. So once after everything is set up, you can run this Appium Doctor, and it will do a ground check, and it will make sure that all the prerequisites or other configurations are set properly. So that's the main advantage of the Appium Doctor. And so this is the just the setting of the capabilities that we would like the Appium to connect to. So the capabilities are something like the mobile device, the version, and all those things to which your Appium will be connected to. So actually, if you using a Android device, what is the version of the OS? So it's 4.4.2 or 5, whether it's a browser name is Android and all those things. So we will be setting all those capabilities for this test case. And with these capabilities, this APM will be connecting to the Android device, and it will run the test case in the Android device. So some of the disadvantages and advantages of APM. So using the same API, Appium will allow you to write test data against multiple platforms. By using any kind of test framework or language, you can write and run the test. And Appium is an open source platform, so you can contribute. And for hybrid applications and native, Appium provide cross-platform also. And the main advantage is Appium supports JSON wire protocol. Then Appium does not require any recompilation of app, and then Appium does not have any dependency on mobile devices. So those are some of the advantages. There are so many are there, but I have only taken some. And some of the disadvantages: the testing of that, if the Android OS is less than 4.2, it's not allowed. And there is also limitation for the hybrid app testing also. And then as of now, there is no support that will allow you to run Appium Inspector on Microsoft Windows. So these are some of the advantages and disadvantages on Appium. So with that, actually, I conclude the Appium tutorial. So I guess you had some overview on Appium also. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this series, and if you like the videos in the series, then please click on the thumb icon, and also Please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.